Hello and welcome to USBL TV, coming to you from San Diego, California. This game brought to you by TVX Video. I'm Bo Ferdig, and we have a Western Conference matchup that is budding into an early season rivalry between the Los Angeles Blue Waves and the home side San Diego Surf. San Diego Surf coming in this game 3-2 overall, led by head coach Jeff Harper Harris, and the Los Angeles Blue Waves come into tonight's contest 3-3, led by head coach Russell Otis. As mentioned, these two organizations have split the first two games played against one another. The Los Angeles Blue Waves beat San Diego on March 8th, 114-110, and a week later, the Surf got their get back, beating the Blue Waves 105-94. Both those games were home games for Los Angeles, as the Blue Waves were able to snap a three-game losing streak, beating Spokane 119-94 in their last game. And last night, San Diego won due via forfeit, and that improves their record to 3-2 overall. Let's get to the starting lineup for the home side, San Diego Surf. Number 3, averaging 27 points per game, shooting guard June Winton. Local product out of Mission Bay High School, number 4, Jay Norton. Another local product, guard number 5, out of Helix, Aaron Felix. Power forward number 7, averaging 8 points per game, Amari Stroud. And forward number 12, Big Meech Morant, averaging 7 points, 9.5 rebounds per game. And this is the visitors, the Los Angeles Blue Waves. Their leading scorer, averaging 28 points per game and 8 rebounds, number 7, Corey Cofield. Number 2, Keith Schamberger, getting his first start of the season. Number 8, Marquise Williams. Number 12, Kevin Abirikwe. And number 13, averaging 14 points, 5.5 rebounds per game, Demetrius Caleb II. Abirikwe averages 17 points, 9 rebounds per game. He's coming off of 3 good games, 25 points, 8 rebounds against San Diego last time these two teams faced off. And the game before that, 20 points, 7 rebounds against Seattle. This is the home side for the San Diego Surf. That was local product Aaron Felix. He's averaging 14 points, 3 assists per game. And the big man, Amari Stroud, their big down low, averaging 8 points per game. And there he is, Big Meech Morant. Saw him working on his free throws before the game, the big forward, averaging 7 points and 9.5 rebounds. Today's referees, Liz Famina, Joel Ogg, and Chris Sheeler. We're going to take a quick break. Catch you on the other side of the break as we honor our national anthem. And there's our national anthem. Once again, this tip was supposed to start at 7 p.m., but the Los Angeles Blue Waves got caught up in traffic, and that's why we're having the late start here today. San Diego Surf coming to this one 3-2 overall, led by head coach Jeff Harper Harris and assistant coach Derek Davis. And on the other side, the Los Angeles Blue Waves coming in 3-3 overall. Russell Otis, head coach for the Blue Waves. These two teams have split the first two games of the season. Blue Waves won the first contest, 114-110. Then San Diego got the best of Los Angeles, beating them 105-94 a week after that. This is, some would say the rubber match or the third game to decide it, but these two teams will play later in the season. They get another matchup here at home. San Diego does against LA April 4th, and then April 17th back at LA. San Diego Surf and the home whites. This is June Winton off the dribble. Lost the handle going up. Wanted the foul. No call. Blue Waves in the blue bottoms, blue tops. San Diego Surf, white bottoms, white tops. From straight away off the back iron. Long rebound, June Winton. Starters once again for the home side Surf. Winton, Norton, Felix, Stroud, and Morant. That was Amari Stroud off the mark on his first attempt of the game. And for the Blue Waves, Corey Cofield, Marquise Williams, Kevin Erbique, Demetrius Caleb, and Keith Schamberger. Off the dribble, this is Cofield. Tries to drive baseline, but is blocked by Morant. His first block of the season in transition. And short on the shot was Jay Norton. Minute into tonight's contest, both sides scoreless. Off the dribble and a kick ball down low. Remain down low, reset shot clock. Referees, once again, Liz Femina. You see good on-ball defense right there. Nice block by Morant. His first block of the game. Williams off the drive and Stroud with the block. That's back-to-back blocks on back-to-back defensive possessions for the Surf. A couple of bodies were under the opposing basket, so not a lot of guys moving forward in transition. Surf will reset on offense. This is Norton on the drive. Pull-up jumper inside the lane. A paint touch for Norton. Just couldn't get it to fall. A minute and a half in. Still no score here in tonight's contest. Los Angeles Blue Waves. Tough to get off the bus and have 20 minutes to warm up. It seems like the Surf would have their best chance to get ahead early from straight away off the mark by Erbique. Norton in transition. Hits Stroud. Stroud drives, tries to use his body. Are they going to say it's on the floor or going up? They're going to count the basket. Joel Ogg on the call. Stroud will head to the line to complete the three-point play. Mari Stroud, the power forward, averaging 8 points per game. Looked good off the dribble. Stroud can't complete the N1. San Diego with an early 2-0 lead. Nice give and go around the perimeter. Surf drop back well in defense. Off the dribble, Schamberger gets inside. Cofield wanted to rotate to the corner. Defense cut that passing lane off. Cofield was fouled on the drive. First team foul on San Diego. One team foul for each side. This is Caleb off the drive. Kicks it to Williams. In the corner to Cofield. Another paint touch for Cofield. Cofield's up and good. His first basket. Corey Cofield averaging 28 points per game. He gets the first basket for the Blue Waves to tie it at 2. Winton gets the pick, pulls the trigger from beyond the arc, short on the shot. Coach Otis wants LA to push. They do. Another paint touch, dribble drive, comes up short on the layup was Cofield. Norton in transition, inside, elevates. Nice Euro by Norton, his first basket, and Surf back up with the lead 4-2. Two-hand jam the other way. That's Demetrius Caleb. Ties it at 4. Surf has to do a better job getting back in transition. Can't give up an easy bucket like that after a made bucket on the other end. Witten inside, misses from point-blank range. Gets his own rebound, kicks it to Stroud. Off the mark from 3. Under 8:30 and counting here in the opening quarter. We have a 4-4 ball game. Field goals by Cofield and Caleb for LA. Nice on-ball defense by Stroud. Shooter had to adjust that shot in the air. Norton pull up. That one off the mark. Back the other way is Los Angeles. Trailers Williams. Williams will pull the trigger for 3. Strong on the shot. Rebound Stroud. Stroud can push it if he... There's a lane. Stroud gets stopped. Dribble drive. Kicks near side. Tough shot by Felix. His first shot attempt of the night. Both teams a little sluggish to start tonight's contest. On the offensive side at least. Bodies hit the floor. And we have fresh bodies coming on for Los Angeles. It's going to be Lyndon Jackson and John Rich. And for San Diego, you can see the on-ball defense by Norton. A lot of people will say, I don't see a lot of defense in USBL. Well, that was a quick snapshot right there on the pride it takes to play good defense, especially on-ball defense that far away from the basket. So the jump ball will be taken between Schamberger and Norton. Norton wins it. Unfortunately, Norton won the tip, but he knocked it out of bounds, so it'll be Los Angeles ball. Surf have led 2-0, then 4-2. Back and forth action here in the early going in San Diego, California. This is Jackson, just came in. Jackson off the pick. Nice on-ball defense by Austin. Jackson strong on the shot. Weak side rebound, Norton. Long outlet to Witten. Nice transition offense. The slam by Morant. The dish from Witten. Good job by Norton getting the ball up quickly. Stolen from behind by Felix. Norton gets it to Felix. The dish to the trailer. Back-to-back buckets for Morant in transition. You love to see your big man move. Meach averages 7 points per game. He already has 4. Coming up on the halfway mark here in the opening quarter. Dribble drive. And the rebound by Surf. Back the other way. Open look for Felix. And he's fouled on the way up. Aaron Felix averaging 14 points per game. The product out of Helix will head to line to shoot 3. You can see right here, weak side rebound. Long outlet by Norton. Nice athleticism by Witten to go up and grab that between 2 defenders. And once again, the half-court defense leading to quick transition points for the Surf. Nice dish by Felix. You love to see in a position like that, Felix being unselfish. And the trailer, anytime you have your big run the court, you gotta feed them. You continue to do that, they'll be more than likely to continue to run the court. There they are, the 3-3 Los Angeles Blue Waves. Once again, a tough travel for them. And we have some adjustments on the Surf. Let me get that again. We had some late roster adjustments. And it was Austin Arian who changed his number from 13 to 8. Yarian, first guy off the bench for the Surf. Providing good size for them down low, both Meach And Yarian providing the size down low and the guards for the Surf. Winton, Norton, and Felix. Seems like the Surf likes to keep two bigs on the court. To start the game, it was Morant and Stroud. Stroud took the breather, and we now have Austin Yarian in. Aaron Felix averaging 14 points per game. Last game versus LA had a dozen, and the game before that against Vancouver dropped 16 points. This is the second free throw attempt for the Surf. LA still has yet to get to the free throw line here today. First free throw attempt was on an N1 opportunity by Stroud. Felix 2 for 2. The local product out of Helix. Drills all 3 free throws. And Surf with their largest lead on a 7-0 run, up 11-4. See how the Blue Waves respond. So far, the Blue Waves are having to rely on long shots. Bodies hit the floor. Austin Yarian, first one to get to it. And too much hands by Noel Scott. Scott with some words for the referee. Joel Ogg. So far, defensively, Surf on that last possession dropped to a 2-3 zone. And you can see right here, definitely seen a lot of balls hit the court here in this opening quarter. This is June Winton bringing the ball up the floor. Leads the team, averaging 27 points per game. He's only played one game for the Surf so far. That was against Vancouver. Yarian for 3, short on the shot. Rebound, Ibirikwe. This is Scott. Nice on-ball defense by Dean, Victorious Dean Jr., local product out of Lincoln. We're currently playing on the campus of Lincoln High School, the home of the Hive. Victorious Dean Jr., hands in the passing lane. Shot clock going down and a shot clock violation. They had to chuck it up from deep. And whether it's the Blue Waves having to rely on deep shots or really San Diego providing pressure, not allowing an easy look for the Blue Waves here early in this contest. Norton pulls a quick trigger, nothing but nets. Jade Norton's second field goal of the game. He leads all scorers now with 5. And San Diego with their first double-digit lead of tonight's contest. They are now on a 10-0 run under 5 minutes remaining. That was Noel Scott on the drive. The reach by Victorious Dean Jr., the 2010 state champion here at Lincoln. You can see right here, quick trigger right there from Norton. First 3 of the night. Six on the shot clock. Gonna have to pull from deep again. Norton on the rebound. San Diego's half-court defense not making it easy for Los Angeles here in the early going. Winton on the drive. One in the foul, didn't get it. Nice help defense by Los Angeles. The dribble drive beat that initial defender, but it was Corey Cofield. And you can see right here, burned by that first defender. And nice help defense. Noel Scott planted his feet, got his hands up. We have 2 subs in for the Surf, Jordan Ellis and Luke Washington. Each side with 3 team fouls, 4:27 remaining in the opening quarter. San Diego Surf on a 10-0 run. The drive, the block by Washington. That's the third or fourth block tonight for the Surf. Another tough shot from deep. Ellis with the long rebound. He pushes. Victorious Dean Jr. for three. Three-ball corner shot is good. Dean, his first field goal of the night. That's now 2 triples for the Surf. They're on, oh, they're going to say that was a 2 by Dean. I thought I saw the arms up by the referee. Surf on a 12-0 run. In transition. Dean just inside that three-point line. So you'll see some blue checkered tape along the three-point line. That is the NBA three-point line. And you could obviously see the high school three-point line. This is the first free throw attempt for the Blue Waves. Lyndon Jackson, good on his first attempt. Demetrius Caleb checks back in. Jackson, good on both of his attempts. Surf now on a 12-2 run. Washington gets inside, tough shot, but gets it to fall. Washington going away from the basket. Had enough English on it. His first basket extends the lead back to a dozen. 3:20 and counting. Looked like good on-ball defense by Victorious Dean Jr. But the foul was called on the dribble drive, and Kevin Abirikwe will head to line to shoot 2. Maybe that little hand check at the top. It's always tough to give that call when the ball handler has his back towards the basket. Abirikwe, good on his first attempt, and for the first time tonight, Brian Penn Johnson replacing Victorious Dean Jr. He heads to the bench with 2 points. Penn Johnson's first game action here tonight. Abirikwe, good on both of his attempts. Blue Waves have 8 points, 4 of those coming from the charity stripe. Ellis wanted the give and go from Winton. Washington, deep 2. That one rattles in. Back-to-back baskets for Luke Washington. He averages 7 points per game. He's at 4 right now here in the opening quarter, under 3 minutes remaining. We have a travel violation. Good on-ball defense by June Witten. And we have a on-court timeout by head coach Russell Otis of the Los Angeles Blue Waves. Surf on a 16-4 run here in this opening quarter. It was tied at 4 apiece. We're currently at 2 minutes and 50 seconds here in the opening quarter. Here's the last basket for the Surf. You can see Winton, the dribble drive. Nice job by Washington, not settling for that deep shot. One dribble straight up. You love to see it. Let's go through the scores for the home side, San Diego Surf. Leading all scorers, Jade Norton with 5. He has 2 field goals. Aaron Felix, let's see. He was 3 of 3 from the free throw line. He has 3. Amari Stroud with a bucket. He has 2. Luke Washington and Meech Morant each with 4. They have 2 field goals apiece. And Victorious Dean Jr., the local product out of Lincoln, has a bucket as well. And for the team you're looking at right here, the 3-3 Los Angeles Blue Waves, Cofield with their first basket. He has 2. Caleb with a bucket. And Abirikwe and Lyndon Jackson, each 2 of 2 from the free throw line. This game coming to you from San Diego, California. It's the USBL TV. This game produced by TVX Video. Hello, everyone. I'm Bo Furtick bringing you tonight's contest. So that I'm assuming that 3 by Victorious Dean Jr. They gave it a 3 initially, then on the board it was a 2, but they just added a point. So Dean Jr. has a triple to add to his name. 15 on the shot clock. Jay Norton still leading all scorers with 5, but good balanced scoring by the Surf. Norton with 5, Felix with 3, Stroud with a bucket, Washington Morant with 4, and Dean Jr. with 3. This one taken away by Iberque. Nice ball movement to get it to the corner off the side of the backboard. Poked away from behind by Iberque. Turnover. See if Los Angeles can convert on the offensive side. Iberque. Good on-ball defense by Austin Urian. Urian on the offensive side wants to back down his defender. Finds a wide open Witten off the mark. Urian, long rebound. Rim was not touched on that shot. 10 on the shot clock. Washington baseline drive, spin move inside. Washington with 3 field goals here in this opening quarter. Leads all scorers with half a dozen. San Diego with their largest lead, up 15. The drive by Caleb. The strong foul by Brian Penn Johnson. And Caleb still on the floor. Penn Johnson made Caleb earn that one. As Caleb will rethink another dribble drive with Penn Johnson under the cup. Look at that. Nice on-ball defense, but the slick move by Washington and back the other way. Penn Johnson. He's in the game to not allow any easy buckets. He is what we call an enforcer on the defensive side. Demetrius Caleb II. His first free throw attempt of the night, off the mark. Jay Norton checks back in, gives Witten a breather. Corey Cofield and Marquise Williams check back in for the Blue Waves. Caleb had a bucket earlier in tonight's contest. Short on his second attempt. Caleb tracks it down, tries to throw it off Norton, but Norton collects. No foul call, and then they're going to call a backcourt violation. That was tough. Tough one for Norton. Thought he got fouled on the way down. Gathered the ball. Let's see. We have a good shot at half court, too. Nice athleticism by Norton. Taking that one off the leg. Yeah, that was some hand checking right there. A little unlucky for Norton. Baseline jumper short on the shot. Washington in transition. The beautiful move by Washington. Leads all scorers with 8. Surf with their largest lead, up 17. Cofield with an easy bucket. He leads all Blue Waves scores, 4 of the 10 for number 7. Yarian looking for his first field goal, short on the shot. Scott in transition, stolen by Ellis. Norton back the other way. The runner off the back iron. Poked out to Scott. Scott one-on-one. Good defense by Yarian. The long outlet near side to Ellis. And stolen by Caleb. Nice back cut. Gets a defender in the air. Count the basket and 1. Corey Cofield will head to the line to complete the 3-point play. That is the 6th team foul for San Diego. Nice back cut, nice look from Caleb. And good guards will always get the defender in the air, use a little bit of that contact, and go up to complete the N1. That's exactly what Corey Cofield did right there on that last drive to the basket. Cofield coming off a 40-point performance against Spokane. Game before that against Seattle scored 16. Cofield can't complete the 3-point play. Surf trying to get a 2-for-1. Long 2 for Norton. Jade Norton is money. 3 field goals here in the opening quarter. He has 7. Cofield baseline drive using his big body. He has 8 of the 14. Poked out of bounds by Keith Schamberger. Luke Washington taking the ball out for the Surf. Surf are going to settle for 1 shot. This is Amari Felix. He has 3 points, all 3 coming from the free throw line. Felix gets the pick. The drive, the block from behind. 6.5 seconds remaining. Shot clock is off. Three seconds, got to pull the trigger. And Washington had his heel on the sideline. .2 seconds for a shot for the Blue Waves. Had too much dribbling. And that will end the first quarter action here in San Diego, California. It's the San Diego Surf 27, Los Angeles Blue Waves 14 here on the USBL TV. And here are the San Diego Surf dancers. I'm going to take a breather while we watch our Surf dancers. And there they are, your San Diego Surf dancers, as we head into second quarter action here on the USBL TV. Surf 27, Blue Waves 14. Leading all scorers for the Surf was Luke Washington, 4 of 4 from the field. Jade Norton right behind him with 3 field goals and 1 triple. He has 7. Felix with 3. Stroud with a bucket. He has 2. Morant has 2 field goals with 4. Victorious Dean Jr., the forward, had a triple as well in that first quarter. And on the other side for the Blue Waves, leading all scorers for Los Angeles, Corey Cofield got it going at the end of that first quarter. He has 8. Jackson and Irabikwe each have 2 points. This is the baseline drive right here by Cofield. Cofield sinks his first attempt, has become much more aggressive as this game has gone along. The Blue Waves were settling for a lot of deep shots in that opening quarter, and they've definitely had a much more aggressive mindset when it comes to the offensive side and attacking the basket, more high percentage shots. And I mean, you know, in that first quarter, Blue Waves were 4 of 5 from the free throw line and get their first 2 points in the second quarter. From the charity stripe, Washington off the backboard. Stroud, nice rebound. Can't get the bounce. Cofield, long rebound. Surf doing a good job not allowing any easy points in transition. Ooh, I saw a little forearm shiver. No call. Norton was looking for it. Marquise Williams count the basket and one. Williams, his first field goal of the night, will head to the line to complete the three-point play. Replay, watch that left arm. Ooh, created a little separation. Just enough separation where Norton couldn't get his hand on the ball. Norton thought that forearm was extended. No foul call. Well, no offensive foul call, unfortunately, for Norton. Marquise Williams completes the three-point play. Cuts the deficit back to single digits. San Diego's biggest lead was 14, and Norton with his easiest basket of the night. He leads all scorers with 9. San Diego back up 10. Cofield, they're gonna look to isolate Cofield. Oh, Witten, nice hands by Witten, stripping that one away. Give and go from Stroud to Witten. Witten thought about it. Witten near side, Norton, corner pocket, strong on the shot. Weak side rebound, Scott. Scott will look to go coast to coast, but it's taken away by the Surf. Witten hits the trailer, Norton, the hezzy by Norton off the glass. Rebound, Blue Waves. Three for Los Angeles, rims out. Long rebound by Felix. 3-on-2 opportunity, Stroud! Over the top. Felix to Stroud. And the Surf go up a dozen. Stroud was looking for that one in transition and got it from Felix. Cofield, tough scoop shot, rebound Felix again. Drops it off to Witten in transition off the back iron. Rebound to Bierque. Bierque got fouled on the ground. Aaron Felix gets charged with the foul. Here's the alley-oop right here. Felix doing a good job staying with it. That alley-oop to Stroud. Cofield had no chance on that one defending it. Blue Waves want the continuation. Surf say the foul was on the ground. It looks like referee Joel Ogg is going to say that foul took place on the ground. The third team foul for San Diego. Turnover for Los Angeles. Poked away by Scott. Nice defense by Scott. 9:24 remaining in the first half. Points here in the second quarter. Norton and Stroud with a basket. Williams completed the N1, and Corey Cofield with 3. The putback by Meech Morant. He had 4 in the first. He now has half a dozen. San Diego back up 14. This is Williams near side. Williams on the drive. And Williams finishes. Marquise Williams. All 5 of his points coming in this second quarter. Blue Waves have 2 field goals in this second quarter, both coming from number 8. Witten still looking for his first 3 and drills that one. June Witten, 27 points in his only game against Vancouver, drills his first 3 of the night. San Diego with their largest lead up 15, timeout by the Blue Waves. In that first quarter, it was San Diego's largest lead was 14, now up 15. Witten his first basket of the night, and there they are, the home side, San Diego Surf. You can see the strength down low by Meech Morant. And then Los Angeles back the other way. Strong take by Williams. When you can't leave June Witten wide open J-Dub with the basket from downtown. And after that easy basket, Russell Otis, head coach of the Los Angeles Blue Waves, had to call a timeout, down 15. 8:39 remaining in the first half. There are your USBL referees, Liz Famina, Joel Ogg, and Chris Sheeler, the head referee. This game produced by TVX Video. Cameraman Andres Cortez, director Randall Slees, production manager Daniel Storoshuk, and CEO of TVX Video, Ted Bendrick, providing the video here tonight. I'm Bo Furtick, courtside here at Lincoln High School. Head coach Jeff Harper Harris has been a longtime coach here. General manager Dominic McGuire used to play here back in the days. 47th overall pick in the NBA. Played for a handful of NBA teams, made his mark with the Washington Wizards and a few others. Nice help defense by June Witten. You love to see a scorer help on the defensive side. Coming from the weak side, Witten helped on that defensive effort. Ball did not hit the rim. Shot clock at 11. Biraque gets the inbound pass. Wants it handed off to Caleb. 5 on the shot clock. Caleb is doubled. The drive, scoop, that was like a mini hook. Yarian with the rebound. Pushes the tempo, hits Stroud, the trailer. Stroud is not afraid to drive the ball. Normally you see a big that far away from the basket and you look for a guard, but Stroud has shown the ability to drive it to the cup. San Diego with their largest lead, up 15. Felix taking it out of bounds. Felix, the long three. One and done for the Surf. This is a Biraque, guarded by Yarian. Corner three. Rebound Stroud. Outlet to Yarian. And great defense in transition by the Blue Waves. Setting his feet on the box, and you couldn't have did that much better on the defensive side. Yarian one-on-one. You just can't do it much better. Cut off the angle. Setting his feet, taking on a bigger defender or a bigger opponent in Yarian. As Brian Penn Johnson checks in. He replaces Amari Stroud. Surf with their largest lead, up 15, coming up on 7.5 minutes in the first half. And Demetrius Caleb, his second field goal of the night. He has 5, cuts the deficit to 13. Yarian interior pass, poked away by the Blue Waves. Los Angeles in transition. The shot clock did not set properly when the ball changed from the Surf to the Blue Waves. So referee Liz Famina had to stop play. Los Angeles brought it down to 8. Then San Diego extended it back to 15. Nice help defense, but better offense this time by Noel Scott. His first field goal cuts the deficit to 11. And the turnover back to Los Angeles. Under 7 minutes remaining here in San Diego, California. Los Angeles trying to get this back to single digits. Penn Johnson, hands straight up. Norton in transition, can't finish with the right. Los Angeles Blue Waves have tightened up on the defensive side, and one thing they're doing a much better job of, not allowing second chance opportunities. Both sides are actually doing a good job not allowing second chance opportunities. San Diego was up 13 to start the second quarter. It's toggled between 8 and 11. They'll make it back to 8. Noel Scott with the 3. That's for the Blue Waves on the night as they cut the deficit. They're going to say that was a 2. That looked like a 3. Nonetheless, it's tough to see on the court. They don't have a three-point line for the NBA. It's checkered. You can kind of see some blue tape around the high school line. You're currently looking at the San Diego Surf. Let's see. Oh, yep, it was inside the three-point line, so that was a 2. So 2 field goals for Scott and 2 field goals for Williams. Williams has 5, Scott with 4. All of their points coming here in the second quarter, much needed, as the Surf were starting to run away with it. Up 15, LA now on a 6-0 run to bring it within 9. And there's the San Diego Surf cheerleaders, dance force crew. For the Surf scoring-wise, Jade Norton leads all scorers with 9. Luke Washington had 8 in that opening quarter. Felix, all of his 3 points coming from the charity stripe. Amari Strad has 2 field goals. He has 4. Witten with a 3 in the second quarter. That's his only points of the night. Meech Morant has half a dozen. And Dean Jr. with a triple. On the other side for Los Angeles, only one in double digits is Corey Cofield. 8 of his 10 came in that first quarter. Lyndon Jackson is 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Williams has 5 with 2 field goals. Noel Scott has 4 with a pair of field goals. Caleb also with 4. Washington, near side on the wing. Looking for the pick and roll to Ben Johnson, not there. Yarian, oh, that's a tough shot. Shot clock violation. Los Angeles, I'd probably say within the last 3, 4, 5 minutes of gameplay, they've tightened up on the defensive side. Has allowed them to get this game back within single digits. Cofield, pass up to 3. Good defense by Yarian, creating the difficult shot. Surf in transition. Penn Johnson with the 2-hand jam. The assist from June Winton. And Penn Johnson, his first basket of the night. Fadeaway jumper, Demetrius Caleb. He now has half a dozen. Cuts the deficit back to 9. Winton gets the pick over the top to Penn Johnson, and Penn Johnson was fouled. They're going to call the foul by Birquet. Yarian creating a difficult shot. Good on-ball defense. Penn Johnson with the 2-hand jam. Back with you live. Step back jumper by Norton. That one rims out. Now at the 5-minute mark. Blue Wave, after being down by 14, got it down to 8. Now at 9. Foul on the drive. Basket did not count. Foul was on Brian Penn Johnson. Noel Scott, as this game has gone on, has become much more aggressive on the offensive side. His first free throw attempt of the night. Scott goes 1 of 2. Cuts the deficit back to 8. Witten, dribble penetration, kicks to the corner to Norton, the poke out. Norton gets fouled on the way up. Norton will head to line to shoot 2. Foul by Noel Scott.
2 shots coming up.
See right here, Los Angeles not doing a good job on the defensive glass that time. They've been solid through this first half on the defensive glass. Yarian just did a good job poking it out, finding Norton. Norton short on his first attempt. Meech Morant checks in, replacing Penn Johnson. Norton goes 1 of 2 from the line. Surf 4 of 5 from the line here in the first half. And Blue Waves 8 of 10 from the charity stripe in the first half. That will now be the 5th team foul on the Surf. 4:27 remaining in the first half. Victorious Dean Jr. checks back in, replacing Austin Yarian. Bierque taking the ball out, inbounds it to Caleb. Noel Scott baseline. 17-footer off the glass is good. Bank is open for Noel Scott. All 7 of his points coming here in this second quarter. Scott cuts the deficit to 7. Count the basket and 1. June Winton will head to line to complete the 3-point play. His second field goal here in the second quarter. June Winton, this is his second game played on the season. His first game, he dropped 27 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists against Vancouver. Can't complete the 3-point play, but tracks down the rebound. Over the top.
Official timeout. 7 seconds on the shot clock.
Shot clock was off by 10 seconds. They're going to go from 17 to 7, under 4 minutes remaining.
No correction, no side.
Witten is going to have to shoot it quickly. Long 2. Passed up the shot for a pass and tried to take that one into the South Bay. Miscommunication in transition from Norton in Washington. Stolen by Scott. Blue Waves are gonna reset. Down 9. Cofield. Jab step inside. Foul was off ball. Foul on Morant. That is the 6th team foul on the Surf. Norton in good position.
2 free throws coming up for number 12 for the Blue Wave. Kevin Ibikwe.
Foul was off the ball. Ibikwe will head to the line. Ibikwe is 2 of 2 tonight from the charity stripe. Make that 3 of 3. All 3 of his points coming from the free throw line. Cofield and Rich check back in. The Blue Waves 9 of 11 from the free throw line, definitely keeping them in the ball game in this first half. Rebound Witten as Ibikwe goes 1 of 2 from the line. He's 3 of 4 on the night. And the passing of the Surf, not on point here in the last few minutes of the second quarter. Blue Waves have gotten it down to 8 a few different times here in the second quarter and haven't gotten it below that. This is Scott, defended by Washington. Scott on the drive is fouled on the way up, and he'll head to line to shoot 2. Scott 1 of 2 from the free throw line. All 7 of his points coming here in the second quarter. Nice tween crossover. A little too much body by Washington. And that's another thing great guards do, is they create that contact. Even if they have a half a step on the defender, they'll slow up just a little bit, allowing the defender to get and create enough contact to go up, keep the separation from the ball and the defender, and that's exactly what Cofield did, and they'll have the line to shoot 2 because of it. We're here at the 3-minute mark. We have a timeout on the floor. San Diego 41, LA 33 here on the campus of Lincoln High School in San Diego, California, here on the USBL TV. This game produced by TVX Video. You're looking at the home side, the San Diego Surf. Overall 3-2 this season. They were winning at the end of one, 27-14. Their largest lead was 15, and the Blue Wave, which you're getting a look at right now, have done a good job cutting the deficit down to 8. They haven't gotten past that point yet. I'm sure the coaching staff, when LA was down 15, was just asking to get it back to single digits. Now that they're at single digits with 3 minutes remaining, especially after a tough opening half for LA, taking a little longer getting here. The game was delayed by 45 minutes. LA was really only given 10 to 20 minutes to get dressed and warmed up. So as most would expect, LA came out a little lethargic in that opening quarter, chasing 13, but they've done a much better job here in this second quarter. They've outscored San Diego 19-14, if my math serves me correct. Noel Scott, all 7 of his points coming here in the second quarter. He's 1 of 2 from the line. LA has done a good job here in this first half, shooting from the free throw line. It's definitely what's kept them in this game. Down 7. Scott goes 1 of 2 from the line again. Winton in transition, the Euro. Winton off the mark. Ball did not touch the rim. Shot clock will remain at 17. Love the move by Winton. Set up the defender. Winton felt like there was contact. Inbound pass was deflected by Los Angeles. It will remain San Diego ball under their own basket. This is Jordan Ellis taking the ball out from under the Surf basket. Washington gets cut off on the baseline. 3-ball rebound, Ibirque. Winton on the steal. 3-on-2 opportunity. Victorious Jean Jr. gets his rebound back. Second chance opportunity for the Surf. Winton hesitates. Gets a couple defenders in the air. Washington jab step. Gets inside the runner off the back iron. Rebound Cofield. Cofield long outlet to Rich. Los Angeles resets on the offensive side. Scott looking down low to Bikwe. Bikwe with the paint touch.
Foul against San Diego.
They're going to call the foul on Victorious Dean Jr. That would be the 7th team foul for San Diego. Well, actually, they're calling an illegal defense. Lyndon Jackson can't convert.
So after the technicals, Los Angeles ball advantage. Number 7 for San Diego, Amari Stroud. Checks back.
So the illegal defense gives the gives the Blue Waves, a free throw attempt. Free throw is no good. Blue Waves will still hold the ball. No foul was given. But Los Angeles can get this game within a couple possessions. Scott off the handoff. Scott inside. And Scott is fouled on the drive. We have a technical foul as well. That was after the shot. A few of the Surf players had a couple extra words. It'll be June Witten gets charged for the technical foul. Corey Cofield, 8 of his 10 points came in the first quarter. He's 2 of 3 from the free throw line. Gets the shooter's roll. All of Cofield's points in the second quarter have come from the charity stripe. Nice on-ball defense by Witten. Just that reach. Whenever you come across the body like that, it's never a good look, especially when the ball handler is going straight up. And Witten, you could see here, had a couple extra words for the referees, and the referees didn't appreciate it. So Cofield made the technical foul, and then this is Noel Scott. On the 2 shots. Scott got fouled on the dribble drive. Scott goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He's 3 of 6 from the free throw line. Has 9 points on the night, all coming in this second quarter. The Surf, a little lucky. Fortuitous for Witten after that technical foul. All 7 of his points coming in this second quarter, extends the lead to 7. The penetration by Rich, the kick to Bikwe, and Bikwe knocks down the 3. His first field goal of the night cuts the deficit to 4. See right here, Witten gets lucky, gets the lay-in, and the penetration kick, wide open 3. Here's Ellis on the drive, uses his left. First field goal for Ellis. San Diego back up 6, under a minute remaining. Scott guarded by Ellis. Cofield guarded by Washington. Cofield inside, elevates, gets his rebound back. From straight away, off the mark. Long rebound, Scott. Scott spin move inside. Ellis strips it away. San Diego in transition. Witten for 3. No, Witten for 2. They call it a long 2. 9 of his points coming here in the second quarter, extends the lead back to 8. Step back, tough shot by LA to end the first half. And that will end first half action. San Diego 47, LA 39 here on USBL TV. We'll take a quick break. Catch you on the other side of the break here on TVX Video. Back with you here at halftime. San Diego 47, Los Angeles 39. Let's go through the scores of the first half. Leading all scorers was Corey Cofield, 11 points, 4 of 10 from the field, had 3 of 4 from the charity stripe, 4 rebounds. And down the line, Noel Scott, second on the team with 9 points, 3 of 7 from the field. Ibirque and Callup each with a half a dozen. They have 6. Lyndon Jackson, 1 of 3 from the free throw line. He has 1. And Williams, all 5 of his points came in that second quarter. Jade Norton leads all scorers for the Surf. He has 10. Luke Washington, all 8 of his points came in that opening quarter. Jordan Ellis with 3. Victorious Dean and Penn Johnson each with the basket. They have 2. Aaron Felix, all 3 of his points coming from the charity stripe. Amari Stroud with 4. And Meech Morant with 6. June Winton got it going in that second quarter. All 9 of his points coming in that second quarter. LA, 1 of 12 from 3. San Diego, 2 of 17 from 3. LA did a much better job, more concerted effort of getting to the hoop in that second quarter. And that was shown through their 8 of 13 shooting from the free throw line. That's where LA kept it close. 11 of 19 from the free throw line in that first half. San Diego only had 8 free throw attempts. They were 5 of 8. Points in the paint, San Diego 26 to 18 had the edge, and then points off a turnover each side with 6. Second chance opportunities, both sides doing a fantastic job in that first half. San Diego had a 3, and that was about it. Amari Stroud, his first field goal in the second half. He has half a dozen, extends the lead back to 10. San Diego led by as much as 15 in that first half. Blue Waves got it down to 4. San Diego extended it back to 8 and now lead 10. Tough scoop shot with his back towards the basket. Stroud in transition downhill. Felix baseline jumper is good. Felix, his first field goal of the night, the assist from Stroud. Anytime you can get a 6'9" power forward to run the court like that is impressive. Stroud was hurt on that shot. So they're going to have a quick replacement for him, which is Austin Yarian. Yeah, with the player hurt, we got an on-court timeout. Yeah, that shot is not going to do it. Stroud, coast to coast. Thought he was going to take that shot. Great unselfishness, and one of the reasons why he didn't take that shot, he rolled his ankle right there. Nice job by Felix finding some open space. You'll oftentimes see in transition the players too close to each other. One defender can guard 2 guys. In that situation, Stroud penetrated. Felix created some space. The defender had to choose Stroud or Felix, and he chose Stroud, and Stroud did the right job getting it to Felix on the baseline. A minute into the third quarter, San Diego up a dozen. You're looking at the Surf right there. Aaron Felix, number 5, product out of Helix. Jade Norton, number 4, product out of Mission Bay. 2 local guys, you love to see it. As both teams back onto the floor. Stroud should be okay. Rolled ankle, pretty common in the sport of basketball. Thankfully, he came off under his own power, which is great to see. Just probably have to walk it off. Tough hit for Surf. Stroud, that was a strong start for him in the third quarter. Good on-ball defense by Witten, but gets called for the reach. Today's referees, Liz Famina, Joel Ogg, and Chris Sheeler. First foul here in the third quarter. Ibirque looking for someone driving, no one's there. Cofield leads all Blue Wave scorers with 11. The drive, count the basket and 1. Cofield picking up where he left off in that first half. He kind of came down awkwardly. Tough guard for Yarian, isolated on Cofield. Cofield liked the mismatch, just got under Yarian. Once again, guards, the good guards do such a good job. Once they have that half step or full step, creating that contact, creating separation from the ball and the defender, and that's what Cofield did. Got under the defender, had that space. Cofield can't complete the three-point play. The ball will go to San Diego. Cofield before that was 3 of 3 from the charity stripe. Cofield leads all scorers with 13, as mentioned, coming off a 40-point performance. As you love to see it, Amari Stroud back into the game after rolling his ankle. We're gonna make Witten bring the ball up floor. Witten, the dribble penetration, easy basket for Witten. He has 11, leads all scorers for the Surf. San Diego back up a dozen. Cofield doubled. Felix goes down and gets it. Norton gets it. 2-on-2. Norton on the way up. Count the basket and one. Jay Norton, the product out of Mission Bay, will head to the line to complete the three-point play. He took a hit. Norton earned that one. In transition, you love to see the effort on the defensive side. Felix going to the ground. Norton gathers it. And as a defender, when you have that straight arm cross the chest of the ball handler, your job as a ball handler, go right through that arm. And Norton did. Easier said than done, but Norton completes the three-point play, leads all Surf scorers now with 13, extends the lead to 14. Nice pass under the basket. Strong rebound by Meach. Morant, the outlet. Felix under the basket. The assist from Winton. Felix, 2 field goals. He has 7. And Winton, you love to see it on the scoring side with the assist. San Diego back with a 16-point lead, their largest of the night. Blue Waves have 3 points in this third quarter to San Diego's 11. That second quarter was the Blue Waves' best quarter, but San Diego outscored Los Angeles 27-13 in the first. You can see right here, Stroud, this is where he was injured, rolling his ankle right there. The assist to Felix. Points in transition, that's where San Diego's been good. And here on the other side for Los Angeles, Cofield using the body and strength. Great control. And Winton the other way, tucks, controls, and finishes. And on the defensive side, Felix, you love to see a guy go down the floor, do the dirty work. And usually the guy that does the tough work down low, getting to the floor, it usually results in the good things for your team, and it did right there for San Diego as Jay Norton on the field goal and layup. San Diego's largest lead up 17. 9:44 remaining in the third. San Diego has outscored LA 11-3. Both these organizations split the first 2 games. LA won the first one by 4. San Diego won the second one by 11. This is Noel Scott, who had a strong second quarter with 9. Hands it off to Cofield, spin move inside, blocked, but not before the foul. Cofield gets fouled on the way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. Cofield 3 or 4 from the line. This is a tough guard by Stroud. Cut him off nicely. Cofield created the contact on the way up. Stroud just could have stayed straight up. But Cofield, the electricity and athleticism to the basket. Cofield now 4 of 5 from the line. He had 11 in the first half. He has 3 in the third. Short on the second attempt. Still leads all Blue Wave scorers with 14. Birkwe on Winton. Winton likes the ISO. Draws his defender away from the basket. Stroud pump fakes inside. Stroud with the finish. Stroud's second field goal here in the third. He has 8. And the great defense by number 5, Aaron Felix, the local product out of Helix. Picks up the charge right here. And Cofield, usually in that situation, you have to allow the ball handler with at least one dribble. You have to give him space to create a move. In that situation, I've seen that called more on the defense than the offense, but kudos to Felix setting his feet. Really didn't allow Cofield to make a move. Usually as a referee, you allow the ball handler at least space for one dribble. Cofield didn't even have space for that dribble. He turned, pivoted, and ran into the defender. You can see right there the energy from Felix on the floor. 2 local products, Jade Norton, number 4, and Aaron Felix, number 5. Mission Bay and Helix. Winton, one-on-one, gets the screen from Stroud, picks up 2 picks. Stroud, pump fakes, backs down his defender, Cofield. Stroud, too big, fadeaway jumper, long on the shot. Weak side rebound, Scott. Scott guarded by Norton. Tough guard for Stroud. Bequay thought about it. Cross-court pass near side to Scott. Doubled by Winton. And nice help defense by June Winton. Helping Norton, knocking it off a Los Angeles player leg. You can see right here. Winton helped defense, saw the back of the ball handler and attacked. You love to see that on the defensive side. Cofield to the basket, blocked by Stroud. Back the other way, Felix one-on-one. The Euro, short on the shot. Rebound Norton, second chance opportunity for the Surf. Under 8 minutes remaining in the third. Surf with their largest lead, up 18. Norton, step back from 16 is good. Jay Norton, he has 5 in the third, 15 on the game. Extends the lead to 20. San Diego's largest of the night. Birkwe, open 3. LA with another shot from the corner. Poked out. Jay Norton is hurt. Birkwe blocked on the shot by Meech Morant, but it looks like some arm by Morant. Bequay, 3 of 6 from the free throw line. He had 6 points in that first half. This is his first free throw attempt here in the second half. Short on the shot. Lyndon Jackson checks in for the Blue Waves. Penn Johnson and Luke Washington check in for San Diego. You saw right there, Norton just stubbed his foot. Austin Yarian also checks in for the Surf. 7:18 remaining in the third. Ibikwe, 1 of 2 from the line. He has 7. on the night. With Winton out, Aaron Felix will bring the ball up the floor. Little high-low action. Back cut, wasn't there. Winton, baseline drive, finds Penn Johnson under the basket, and Penn Johnson on the way up is fouled. He'll head to line to shoot 2. Nice job by the Waves, not allowing an easy bucket for Penn Johnson. He had a field goal in that second quarter. The center will take his first free throw attempts of the night. The southpaw rims out on that first attempt. Nice job by Winton. The double. There's 2 guys on you, 1 player is open, and he found that open player under the basket. Unfortunately, Penn Johnson can't convert on the free throw attempts. Washington, pump fake, the drive, and the finish. Luke Washington now with 10. San Diego with their largest lead, 64-43. 6:48 remaining in the third. San Diego took a 20-point lead, 62-42. And now leads 64-43 with 6:45 remaining in the third. Baseline drive cut off by Penn Johnson. The pass through the key. Winton the other way, the Euro. Finds Washington. Felix from downtown, short on the shot, long rebound, Yarian. Yarian down low to Penn Johnson. Ball rotation to Winton. Winton hits Felix on the cut. Back to Washington for 3. Penn Johnson with the rebound. Penn Johnson, third chance opportunity. Penn Johnson too big down low. Shot clock at 8. Winton off of 2 picks and the illegal screen on Penn Johnson. Johnson's taking some deep breaths. That's a lot of work for a big man. Under 6 minutes remaining. Rodney Guillory, number 6, and Kevin Petley, number 4, check in. Petley checks in for the first time today. Cofield takes a breather, along with Caleb. Cofield heads to the bench with 14. Jordan Ellis checks in for San Diego, replacing Felix. Ellis did a good job getting over those screens. Inside, Noel Scott. Rebound, Yarian. One and done for the Blue Waves. Long outlet to Winton. Winton gets caught under the basket. Second chance opportunity for San Diego again. Under 10 on the shot clock. Baseline drive, Winton. This time finishes. Winton, he has 13. Quick shot from LA, weak side rebound, Washington. San Diego starting to run away with it here. Washington in transition. He'll head to line to shoot 2. Washington, 2 of his 10 coming in the third. He had 8 points in that first quarter. Washington coast to coast. LA has to do a better job of stopping the ball higher. Can't allow a guy that gets a rebound to get that deep without slowing the ball down. Luke Washington off the mark on his first attempt. His first free throw of the night. Victorious Dean Jr., Lincoln product, checks in, gives June Winton a breather. Winton heads to the bench with 13. Washington goes 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He has 11. San Diego with their largest lead, 67-43. San Diego on a small 6-1 run. Obikwe from deep, short on the shot. Rebound Washington. Outlet to Ellis, and the blocking foul on the far side by Lyndon Jackson. You can see right there, Jackson planting his feet, but Ellis doing a really good job sidestepping that defender, creating just enough contact to create the foul. Ellis had a bucket in the second. Serve, keep the ball, 10 seconds on the shot clock, 4:42 remaining in the third. Here on USBL TV, this game produced by TVX Video. Hello, welcome everyone. I'm Bo Furtick. Spin move inside. What a move, what a finish. Luke Washington, 13 on the game. Extends the lead to 26. Noel Scott gets a defender in the air, can't finish. Washington! Washington's getting it going here in the third. And LA responds. That's Petley with the field goal. Washington had 8 in the first. He has 7 here in the third. Tied with Norton for a team high 15. Stroud has 8. You love the spin move inside. The finish with the left by Washington. And defense leading the quick points on offense. Lift off. San Diego up by 25. The corner three is good. Another 3 by Petley. Both of his threes coming here in the third. Washington near side, jab step. Oh, nice hezzy by Washington. Got caught up in the air, was looking for Ellis on the weak side. Not a lot of spacing right there on that pass. You make a move like that, you got to finish at the cup. I want to see him go up right there. Nice hezzy. Petley, 2 field goals, both from beyond the arc here in the third. Dribble drive, weak side rebound, victorious. Ooh, ball goes through his hands. Second chance opportunity for LA. Petley in and out, poked out to Yarian. Nice outlet. Jordan Ellis. Ellis now has 4, extends the lead back to 25, coming up on the 3-minute mark here in the third. Petley pull-up jumper from 16 is good. He's getting it going here in the third. He has 8. Penn Johnson said it was deflected. Referee said otherwise. San Diego still up 23, 2:53 remaining in the third. Yeah, it was close. Looked like that ball rotation changed directions. Penn Johnson had the best look at it. Turnover back to LA. 2:50 and counting here in the third. This is Jackson, guarded by Ellis. 1-on-1. Guillory, knocked down 3. Guillory, his second 3 of the night, he has 6. Cuts the deficit to 19. Ellis. Dribble drive, Ellis to the cup. Gets caught under the basket. Tried to hit the trailer in Washington. Washington regathers. Ellis inside, the mini jump hook. Ellis now with the half a dozen extends the lead back to 23. Coming up on the 2-minute mark here in the third quarter. Guillory, the drive and the kick. Nothing there. Pick and roll, intercepted by Yarian. Long outlet to Ellis. Poked away by Bigwe. Petley, baseline drive, Rich. And Rich fouled on the way up. He'll head to line to shoot 2. John Rich averages 5 points per game. He's scoreless so far through close to 3 full quarters. Nice foul by Victorious Dean, not allowing the easy bucket in transition, especially when you have a foul to give. John Rich, this will be his first free throw attempt of the game.
One more free throw coming up for John.
It was free throws that kept the game close in that first half. LA, 11 of their 39 points came from the free throw line. Here in the third quarter, as John Rich, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. They have about 5 of their 15 coming from the charity stripe. LA does here in the third. San Diego up 21. The ISO for Washington. Reverse laying, good. Washington showing his bag here in the third. Washington now with 17, 9 of his 17 coming in the third quarter. Dean Jr. got caught up in the air, lost the ball. One bounce, dribble good. Guillory now with 8, cuts the deficit to 21. Washington uses the pick from Penn Johnson. Washington pulls the trigger from downtown. And Luke Washington putting on a clinic here in the third. 12 of his 20. Extends the lead to 24. Washington right here, crossover, gets by his defender. And yeah, I can shoot from this level as well. From 3 levels, we've seen Washington on the offensive side put on a clinic here tonight. Washington leads all scorers now with 20. 12 of his 20 coming here in the third. We had a dead ball sub. LA has 6 players on the floor. No, they have. LA looked to try to get a 2-for-1. This is Williams. Marquise Williams had 5 in the second. Petley has 8 here in the third. 2 field goals from beyond the arc. LA had a 2-for-1 opportunity, gave that one up. Good defense, nice hands by Dean Jr. Poking that one off by Petley. Dean Jr., quick hands, not allowing the shooter to get the ball up. Doesn't see that. Stayed squared with the ball handler. That's good defense right there by the Lincoln product. Shot clock is off. Surf will settle for 1, up 24. Their largest lead was 26. Washington got a defender in the air. Clock will stop with 5.6. San Diego has 33 points here in the third. They had 27 in the first and scored 20 in the second. This has been their best scoring output of the game. Washington would have hit that. That could have ended his night. That will end third quarter action. It's all San Diego as the Surf lead the Blue Waves 80-56. We'll take a quick breather here on TVX USBL TV. Be back with you. Quarter action. Back with you from Lincoln High School in San Diego, California. San Diego Surf 80, Los Angeles Blue Waves 56. The Surf had their best scoring output in the third quarter, scoring 33, outscoring the Blue Waves in the third quarter, 33-17. Their largest lead was 26, and now they lead by 24. Into the final quarter of regulation. Washington, 12 of his 20 in the third quarter, and they go right back to him. Washington leads all scorers with 20. Jay Norton behind him with 15. June Winton with 13. On the other side for the Blue Waves, the only player in double digits, Corey Cofield. He had 11 in the first half, only 3 in that third quarter. He has 14. Second on the team, Noel Scott. All 9 of his points came in that first half. San Diego Surf did a much better job on him defensively. It was shooting from the field in the third quarter for San Diego Surf, shooting 65%, 15 of 23. And on the other side, Blue Waves, 6 of 18 from the field, only 33% shooting. Both teams still struggling from beyond the arc. But if LA is going to get back into this one, they got to start making some threes. Guillory, 2-on-1. Penn Johnson, great defense under the basket, absorbing that contact with his hands straight up in the air. You love to see that as a big. He has the size. He has the height. You love to just see a guy like that go straight up right there. Penn Johnson has been great under the basket for San Diego here today. Guillory picks up the loose ball, and that one rejected to the front row by Victorious Dean Jr. from Lincoln High School. You love to see a local product show out. I don't know if he played in this gym or not. This is a newer gym. Victorious Dean Jr., the forward, was a 2010 state champion for Lincoln. Love to see this. The elevation, the height, the length. San Diego has great length and size where they've been good here today on both the offensive side and defensive side. Guillory, his second 3 of the night. He has 10. A lot of contact under the basket, and they're going to say an offensive foul on Brian Penn Johnson. Yeah, Penn Johnson, some extracurricular activity. Yep, and that will result in a technical foul. Yeah, you can see right there. Penn Johnson is just so big down low. He has at least 4 or 5 inches on the defender. And shoot, I'd probably say 30 to 40 pounds as well, maybe even closer to 50. Oh. So Brian Penn Johnson got called for the foul, and the technical foul was actually on the Blue Waves. Los Angeles got charged for the technical. So San Diego will shoot the technical foul. San Diego did have a couple technical fouls in that first half. First technical foul given to Los Angeles. So have some clarification from the head official and box. All right, I think we're good to go. A minute into the fourth quarter. San Diego still looking for their first basket. Abikwe finds Guillory in the corner. Strong rebound by Yarian. One and done for LA. In that first half, LA had 0 points on second chance opportunities. You're going to win a lot of games like that if you're San Diego. Winton pull up Jay from 15. One and done for San Diego. Back the other way, LA. Ball rotation to Guillory. Cut off by Winton on the dribble drive. Intercepted by Yarian. That was set up by the great on-ball defense by Winton. 3-ball, corner pocket. Victorious Dean Jr., his second of the game. Extends the lead to 26, San Diego's largest of the night. You love to see this. The step back, one dribble, pulling the trigger and dropping the shot from deep. Corey Cofield back into the game. Only player in double digits for the Blue Waves with 14. Rich from downtown off the back iron. Offensive rebound, Cofield. Second chance opportunity, no good. Another offensive rebound, this time by Rich. Victorious Dean got a piece of it. Rebound Yarian, outlet to Washington. 2-on-2 opportunity. Washington on the way in. Cofield with the rejection. 9:43 remaining in regulation. San Diego up 26. Jay Norton, product out of Mission Bay, checks back in with 15. He replaces Washington. Noel Scott checks in with 9. He replaces Guillory. Guillory heads to the bench with 8. Guillory's provided good minutes for the Blue Waves here tonight. Victorious Dean, fadeaway jumper off the back iron, rebound Ibikwe. Noel Scott pushing the tempo to the corner, one extra pass. Collected by Dean Jr., the outlet to Winton. Winton with the jump stop. He has 15, tied with Norton, second on the team. San Diego with a commanding lead of 28, their largest of the night. Rebound Yarian. Winton, nice balance. Keeps possession. Winton from downtown. Scott with the rebound. Near side Cofield. Ibikwe. Ooh. Yarian, he like almost turned his body as if I'm giving myself up right here. Just shoot the shot. I'll give it to you. And you could tell him kind of say that to the head official right here. But, you know, when you have your feet moving like that, you're going to get called for the foul. One extra word leads to an extra technical foul on Yarian. Ibikwe. This is the shot for the technical foul that was just given, short on the shot. Ball don't lie, as they say. This is a soft technical foul, but I think the head official, Chris Sheeler, excuse me, trying to set the tone here early in the season. Ibikwe. This is 2 free throws. Ibikwe 4, or make that 5 of 9 now from the free throw line. He also had a 3. San Diego led 47-39 at halftime, and it's been all San Diego in the second half. We have a court timeout. Let's get into the upcoming schedule for the visiting side. Los Angeles Blue Waves. Saturday, they get a home game against Spokane. Actually, let's talk about the San Diego Surf as we're looking at them right now. They have a Sunday home game against Spokane. That game tip at 3 p.m. Then they get another game against Los Angeles next weekend on Saturday, almost a week from now. Then the following week on Friday, April 10th, another home game against Yakima, and then a home game against Bakersfield on April 12th. Then back on the road to LA April 17th as the Surf take on the Blue Waves again. Surf 3-2 overall. Lost to LA in their first contest against them 114-110. Then had a heartbreaking loss at home against Vancouver 88-87. That's what you want to see when you're starting a brand new league like this. You want to see competitive contests. On the other side for Los Angeles, they beat Bakersfield in their season opener on the road 103-76. Then that close game against San Diego beat the Surf 114-110. Then went on a 3-game skid, losing to Vancouver, San Diego, and Seattle. Then got back on the winning track, beating Spokane 119-94 at Spokane on the road. Cofield, his first basket here in the fourth. LA has a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this one, down 25 in the fourth. Norton with 15. Victoria's Dean Jr. from downtown, nothing but net. He has 3 triples on the night. San Diego with their largest lead, up 28. Victoria's Dean Jr. looking good here today, the big power forward out of Lincoln. And it looks like he's going to get charged. Oh, no, it's actually Meech Morant gets charged for the foul, even though Victoria's Dean took the brunt of that foul. If you're Dean right here, either get out the way. Oh, just leaning just enough. Gets charged for the foul. In that situation, when you're doubled. Of course, coach. Dean was in the right position. Just leaning one way, and it happened to be the wrong way. Referees doing a good job here today. Liz Famina, Joel Ogg, and Chris Sheeler, our referee crew for tonight's contest here on the USBL TV. This game produced by TVX Video, CEO Ted Bendrick, Director Randall, Production Daniel, and cameraman Andres Cortez. I'm Bo Fertig, bringing you tonight's contest. Beakway makes the first free throw attempt, then Los Angeles calls a timeout with 7:56 remaining in the fourth quarter. We had a 47-39 score at halftime. Then it was San Diego in the third quarter outscoring LA 33-17. And it's been back and forth action here in the fourth quarter. Looks like San Diego outscoring LA 9-6 in this fourth quarter. Both teams struggling shooting from beyond the arc. For San Diego, they were 2 of 17 in the first half, then 1 of 4 in the third quarter. So what is that, 3 of 21 from beyond the arc on the game through 3 quarters? Not much better for the Blue Waves. In that opening quarter, they were 0 for 8 from 3. Then 1 of 4 in the second and 1 of 6 in the third. So what is that, 2 of 18 from beyond the arc? Both teams did a much better job attacking the basket, creating higher percentage shots. And, you know, when you talk about higher percentage shots, it leads to a 65% field goal percentage in the third quarter for the SD Surf. They were 15 of 23 in that third quarter. San Diego Surf led by Lincoln head coach, longtime coach in the San Diego community, Jeff Harper Harris, assistant coach Derek Davis, and Russell Ortiz leading the way for the Los Angeles Blue Waves. Abikwe has shot his fair share of free throws here tonight. He was 3 of 6 from the free throw line in that first half. He's 3 of 5 here in the second half. 5 of 11 from the free throw line for number 12. He averages 17 points per game, coming off a 25-point game against San Diego the last 2 times these 2 teams faced off. That one short. Beakway staying true to his form in the first half. 3 of 6 from the free throw line in the first half. 3 of 6 from the free throw lines in the second half. 7:45 remaining in the fourth quarter. Pull-up jumper from Ellis from 17. Deep on the shot. Scott hesitates. Gets by the defender, but creates contact on the way up. Scott will head to the line to shoot 2. Noel Scott was 3 of 6 from the free throw line in that first half. All Scott's 9 points came in that second quarter. Scott still scoreless here in the second half. Winton splits 2 defenders, looking for the foul call, didn't get it. Cofield in transition, up and good. Cofield now with 4 here in the fourth. 7 of his 18 coming in the second half. San Diego Surf up 25. They're just looking to slow the tempo down a little bit, create high percentage shots. Jay Norton was doubled. We have a jump ball. No possession arrow in USBL, so we'll get an official jump ball. They're going to give it to Beakway and Norton. Kevin Beakway has a couple inches on Norton. It's the second jump ball for Norton here today. He won the first one. If Beakway wins this one, but Norton wins the tip overall, and the 16-foot jumper goes down. Norton with 17 on the night, extends the lead back to 27. Surf were on their way to more easy points in transition, but it was slowed down by a foul call under the basket. The Surf, 2 of the 3 games they've officially played have reached 100 points. Scott from 3, knocked down money. Scott, his second triple of the night. I'm gonna actually say it was a 2-point shot. It's tough to see from my angle. The tape on the floor is spotted. I had to give him the 3 down by that much. Tough shot off the dribble from Dean Jr. Scott in transition off the basket. Count the basket and 1. Noel Scott, after hitting the deep 3, the dribble drive penetration, he'll head to the line to complete the 3-point play. Little Euro step, Dean. Good anticipation by Dean. Cut him off, but the athleticism by Scott to get back to his left. Oh, they said 2 shots. So I guess the end of, oh, the referee. Well, everyone else was on 1 shot, even though the referee put up 2. Wynn gets by his defender initially. Help defense comes out by Beakway. Beakway deflects it, back in transition the other way. Rich, dribble drive, paint touch, kicks it to Scott from straight away, short on the shot. Cofield with the offensive rebound. Cofield to Scott, Scott short on the shot. Again, Beakway with the rebound, 3rd chance opportunity. Scott Third time's a charm? No, it's not. Third time's another short shot. Cofield with the rebound. He now has half a dozen here in the fourth. Cofield with 20, leading all Blue Wave scores. Washington has 20 for the Surf. San Diego still with the convincing lead, up 21. Norton knocked down. Norton with 17. And Norton's going to get charged with a technical foul. Yeah, let's see this shot. Nice looking shot from Norton off the dribble. Pull up Jay from 17, but after the shot was made, Norton had a few extra words. Got charged with the tech. Yarian checks back in. Norton stays on the floor. Yarian replaces Meech Morant. .5:11 remaining. Yeah, Coach Harper Harris is trying to talk to the official, like, you know, something's, you know, these players are playing. They give it their all. Blood, sweat, and tears. You gotta give them some room. You gotta give them some leeway. I think what the head official, Coach Sheeler, is saying, like, Coach, you guys are up by 20 plus. There's no need to say anything. Winton pull up from deep, off the back iron, and it hit the tape. Head coach Harper Harris telling his boys to finish the game. They feel they got the win in the bag. Coach Harper Harris wants to see them finish. Cofield down low. Actually, that's Scott down low. Scott uses his body, creates the foul. He'll head to the line to complete the three-point play. Ellis was defending. The help defense didn't come, and Scott using his body and strength, getting through the arms of Ellis. We have a technical foul. Sheeler loves, he is tech heavy here today. Coach Harper Harris of San Diego got charged for the tech. Keith Schamberger hits the free throw after the tech was given. San Diego had the ball when the tech was given, so the ball will go back to the Surf. Winton on the drive. Still a lot of time left. Blue Waves. Schamberger on the drive, the kick. Scott inside. Scott goes up strong, can't finish from point blank range. Rich rips it away. Rich with the finish. The Blue Waves touched the ball after the basket was made, so a delay of game was called. Cofield intercepts it. Scott in transition, the Euro. Scott with the finish. Under 4 minutes remaining. Surf looking to put this one away. LA brings it within 15. And a foul on Scott. The intensity and energy on the Blue Wave side. It'll be interesting to see if San Diego calls a timeout. All the momentum is on Los Angeles side right now. Here's the Blue Waves in action. Noel Scott, his size down low. Couldn't finish, but Rich ripped it away. Scott right here again. This time finished. Penn Johnson down low. Great size. The two-hand flush by Penn Johnson. Too big to guard. Much needed basket for San Diego. Back the other way, high off the glass, no good. Outlet to Witten. Witten one-on-one. J-Dub with the finish. Count the basket and one. June Winton had 9 in the first half, now has 8 in the second. He has 17. Looking to make it 9 in the second half. Big dunk by Penn Johnson right here. Too big to guard, and the nice outlet to Juju Winton. Once again, using that left, creating that contact, creating that separation between the ball and the defender. Winton with 9 in the first half, 9 in the second half. He has 18. Scott the other way, rebound Yarian. San Diego back up 20 with 3:11. Once again, both these teams will face off next weekend, April 4th, Saturday night. Winton accelerates. Winton with the finish. Winton had 27 against Vancouver. He has 20 against LA. 2 games, 20-plus points for June Winton. Penn Johnson down low. Yarian looking for his first field goal. Not shooting with a lot of confidence here tonight. San Diego, their 3rd game, reaching 100 points. They're 3-2, but have only technically played 3 games. 2 of those 3 wins came against Bakersfield, and Bakersfield did not play those games. They forfeited. San Diego scored 110 against LA the first time they played, and scored 105 against LA the second time they played. Have some fresh bodies coming in for the Blue Waves now that this game is over. Looks like Cofield's night will end with 20. Solid night for him. Norton from downtown off the mark. Rebound Guillory. It's been a combination of scoring, team scoring, for San Diego. Winton, Norton. See, Winton, Norton, and Washington, all with 15-plus points. Winton, are they going to count the basket? Yes, they are. Winton will head to the line to complete the 3-point play. Winton was held scoreless in that first quarter. All the scoring has taken place in the last 3 quarters. The explosiveness, tough to guard, and he could step back and shoot the 3 with the best of them on the team. That's the second 3-point play that Winton has completed here in the second half. Nice defense down low. Knocked away initially, then Lyndon Jackson on the follow. San Diego looks like they got this one in the bag. They're going to improve to 4-2 on the season. Winton keeps the scoring going for number 3. Winton leads all scorers now and intercepts it. Defense leading to quick points, the 2-hand flush by Winton. I'm losing track at this point. San Diego has 107, that's what I do know. Norton getting doubled. Norton can't keep possession. Cofield finishes with the left. He has 22 on the night. San Diego with the timeout. All right, let's tally this up. So I had 9 for Winton in that second quarter and then the first half. Winton had 4 in the third for 13, 15, 17, 18, 20, 22, 23, 27 points. So Winton in this second half has 18 points. And in this fourth quarter alone, 2, 4, 8, 10, 12, 14, 18. Wow, 14 points in this fourth quarter, 4 in the third, 9 in the second. And there's the Surf right there. Winton turning it on here in the fourth. You can see right here the acceleration, the dribble drive, tough to guard, and then anticipates that lateral pass on the perimeter. Winton with the two-hand flush. The elevation. And there's an excited San Diego Surf crowd. Surf's up. And the San Diego Surf cheerleaders and dance team here in San Diego, California on the USBL TV. This game produced by TVX Video. Andres Cortez, our cameraman up top. Production by Daniel Storozhuk and director Randall Sleaze. CEO Ted Bendrick. I'm Bo Furtick, bringing you tonight's contest. It was a close contest through the first half. Surf, we're up by 8 heading into the break, 47-39. But it was the third quarter, San Diego outscoring Los Angeles 33-17 in that third, and that opened it wide open. Winton, penetration, kicks to Norton, strong on the shot. Long rebound, Penn Johnson. Intercepted by Williams. The easy finish by Williams. San Diego will get a home game here at Lincoln High School against Spokane on Sunday. Tip at 3. LA will get a home game against Spokane on Saturday. So Spokane will get a doubleheader here in the Southwest. Spokane from Washington. Penn Johnson will shoot his first free throws of the, actually no, he had 2 free throws in the third. Good practice for him. Both those free throws were missed in the third quarter. Johnson had a field goal in the second and a field goal in the fourth. I believe both of those coming by the way of the jam. Good quality game by San Diego. Led most of the way. Controlled the tempo, controlled the pace. San Diego has good size. Good guard play. LA has good guard play as well. They just don't have the size to compete with San Diego. And one of the reasons why San Diego had 2 bigs on the floor at any point in the game. Yarian to the cup. Looking to get Yarian in the box score with some points. The Surf, season high points-wise is 110. That was in a loss to LA the first time they faced the Blue Waves. The shot didn't count. They're gonna say Marquise Williams, double technical foul. Williams' night is done. I think Williams has had enough here tonight. And so have the referees for number 8. The officials are saying number 8 has to get off the floor in order for them to continue this game. Norton shooting the free throw attempts after the technical foul. Los Angeles obviously a little frustrated. Long bus drive down here. Game started 45 minutes late. Started off sluggishly. Both sides have at least 3 techs. It's been one of those games. A lot of energy, a lot of frustration, which equals a lot of technical fouls. It's the most technical fouls I've seen in a basketball game in quite some time. Yarian gets in the box score. San Diego now with the new season high, 111 points in a ball game. And that will end tonight's contest. Surf beat Los Angeles 118-88. The Surf improved to 4-2 overall. Los Angeles drops to 3-4 overall. For our broadcast crew, cameraman Andres Cortez, production man Daniel Storojuk, director Randall Sleaze, CEO of TVX Video Ted Bendrick, I'm Bo Furtick signing off. We will see you Sunday as the Surf take on Spokane Lilac City Legends. Until then, good night, everyone.